Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower! Hey everyone, I got bored. Okay, so when last we met, we were trying to get some ice for our ice farm, or we were building an ice farm. I don't know what we're doing. Oh yeah, wait a minute, hold on. Hello there, and welcome to Monotonous Minecraft, episode 45. I got too involved in that opening gag, I forgot the whole thing. So anyway, this is, if you haven't figured it out already, our ice farm. I just skinned it with the clock tower from Back to the Future, because I got bored. The sides are just sides. If you look at the building in Hollywood, because obviously I just pulled up a picture, well, first of all, it doesn't have a clock, but I thought that was a nice touch. Look, the clock tower. It's the sides are just bare walls because it's a set. But whatever. I thought it looked pretty neat. Took me a while to do. Why didn't I do it on camera or on record while doing it and then have a really nice episode? I think we all know that I don't pay attention sometimes. I just do stuff to do stuff. Oh well. So in this episode, what we're going to do is going to be a lot of running around and talking and just doing what I've been doing. I don't need this paper anymore. I just did it for a bit. Doing what I do in this area to kind of kill time while my ice farm works. So, I don't have an exact number. I think it's 55. We need 55 more blue ice blocks or blue ice, whatever. Which is about 10 times, like, letting this entire thing freeze 10 times over and harvesting it and making the blue ice. I've also got some side doors in here. As you can see, this is not quite done for the first time, so we need this done about 10 times, and we should have a little bit left over from that. Each time, I haven't timed it, but I want to say it's close to an hour. So I got 10 hours to kind of kill here. And I mean real hours, not like Minecraft hours. Yeah, I think 3 Minecraft days is about right. So what I've been doing mostly is, we'll do a little tour. So the mountain out there I've been tearing down, and I built some houses out here. So I built that one, and that's an old one. And, well, obviously this giant building here. And I built this house, which kind of a mixture of stone, and got a nice glass wall, which I didn't have at first, but I just kept adding more and more glass. And I'm out of this gray glass, so I'm not putting any more glass walls in it. Yeah, I don't really know what was going on here. I just like, let's throw some stuff in here. So look, there's some stuff. This is the cellar door, I'm gonna call it. Some random fencing there, and then the property line. And then this one over here, bunnies always want to run through doors. It's kind of amazing. I keep getting them trapped in these houses. This one I built a while ago. Just a nice little squat thing. So yeah, basically what I've been doing is running over here, tearing down the mountains, running back over to sleep and to drop off materials, every so often building something, and then doing it over and over again. And when I get a stack of ice, and not a full stack, obviously I need less than a full stack now, I throw it down here, and I've got all the glass in place already. It is working up until it doesn't, because it stops. And in preparation for the future, so behind me, one of the last things I mentioned in the last episode was the bridge. Over here, I've got a tunnel leading down. So let's get over there. Slowly. Night is approaching. Just a nice glass tunnel. When all these things are covered up, you won't be able to see anything down here. But whatever. You'll be able to see like drowned faces because they glow. But aside from that, nothing much. It's about nighttime, so I'm not going to spend too much time up here. But this used to be one big mountain that connected over there, and I've managed to tear down enough levels. I think it was over the 100. Now it's at 89. Well, technically 91 here. And it's just been precarious. These Or things I tend to crouch and do this because sometimes you break them and look, there's nothing underneath. And then that hole over there goes super deep. I'm trying not to fall in that, and also when I look at it, try not to get shot by monsters that are poking out. So some are over here, not here. Where's my path? I'm gonna go down. There it is. So I go down here. If I got a load of stuff, let's throw an egg, because that's what I like doing with eggs. If I have a load of stuff, go. Oh man, I don't like to not run. I think this is. Oh wait, yeah, this was full. So I just had these 2 chests at first. So I just started adding some more in. Why? Pain in the butt. What the? And it split. What an obnoxious game. Anyway, that's supposed to be 1 chest. I don't know why it keeps doing that to me. So yeah, let's sleep. Let's run up the mountain and we'll tear some stuff down and we'll kind of figure out a game plan on what's happening next. And I'll review all the things I've said are happening next that haven't happened next. The top one on my list is Nether something something. And I think this is close enough. This mountain, this whole area, I think is mostly close enough so that my ice keeps forming. I check it every couple of Minecraft days. So anyway, the Nether, whoops, trying to avoid the chicken and I couldn't get up. The whole Nether XP farm, massive build, Hoodliwa project. Yeah, I need to do that at some point. I've started collecting the buttons because, as I mentioned before, it's called as 50,000, well, 48 or whatever thousand buttons is a good influence. I should do the math. That might be like almost the entire Nether in my world size. I gotta figure that out. Maybe it'll be too big to do it that way, and I'll just have to fake it and make it less efficient. It doesn't matter. It'll be fun. And I was also thinking, it's been a long time since I've played this game in peaceful. But yeah, I'm certainly not going to just run into the Nether not in peaceful and build a mob farm. It's after 10 at night, and as I record this, both my daughter and my wife have popped out and started wandering through and complaining and talking. I'm like, seriously, I try to do this at night so I don't get interrupted. The annoyances of a family. The annoyances of being loved. Oh well. Sometimes I record during the day when my son's watching. He always tries to talk to me, or he's like, just watch what I do. And then he'll ask me questions. I'm like, just watch my videos. He's like, yeah, they're boring. I'm like, thanks. So I did that so I can get some of these blocks. I don't really care about the stone so much, but I also want to show off this crazy deep thing. I guess it's not that deep. I can totally see the bottom. So it can cause a little bit of light. Yeah, see, it's not that far. But it's that dark and it looks like it leads into caves. So let me get this dirt and then climb back up this mountain. So I'll take this one down about this level. I've also been kind of slowly working on this spot over here. Anyway, I'll take this peak down to about the level where they meet. Then I'll start working on this one again. And that's just kind of how I tear down these giant mountains. There's one I looked at. I don't remember where it is even on the world. Somewhere on the other side of the jungle, I think. Dang it. Wolf's just laughing at me. The mountain has just a giant structure on top where it's connected by a couple of straight up and down blocks, so I don't know if I'm going to use ladders to get up there or what, but it's not going to be pleasant. I don't know how much overhang is still left here, but I've been dealing with lots of it, so like that. Probably just take care of this right now. I'm hoping that in recording I'm not going to be not paying attention like I tend to do and cause myself injury. Although I did so there's water in this mountain, and a couple of times I've jumped off and jumped into the water. The last time I did it I missed. But feather falling boots, the fall wasn't really that far, so I was fine, but I was like, oh no. I don't want to die. Especially not on camera. It's the only thing to watch. Um, Also, in the last video, I mentioned the kind of gaming convention my friend put together, so that has been done. Um, if you follow me on Twitter, you have seen that I won. Maybe. Did I post that? It wasn't just me. My team won. Team Crystal won. Um, it was crazy. So there was almost 11 hours of footage streamed straight to Twitch. I've got that from the source to use as B-roll because I filmed not all the time I was in the dungeon, but whoa, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not paying any attention. Okay, but I filmed some from my not from my angle, but from what I'm saying, right in my face. I filmed my face a couple of times playing in a dungeon. I'm gonna edit it together to a video. You'll see it sometime. It's gonna be a long project because I've got like almost 12 hours of footage to cut together, and I want the video to be like no more than 20 minutes long or so, and focusing mostly on well, you know, me, my team, our win. There's some good parts in there, and quite frankly, a lot of the stream was us taking breaks. There was some awesome drama going on that won't make any sense to almost anyone, but I'll try to explain as well as I can. And there was an introduction at the beginning as far as to what the game was and, you know, how it's played and how everything works, to kind of give you a, well, it was really, I don't know, was it intended? I think most of the people there knew, so there's kind of a recap, which I may or may not include. For a newer player, a brand new player that was on my team. But yeah, just basically a lot of the audience really was for anyone on Twitch. We got a few views going back and forth. Just because, you know, we share it and our friends are kind of geeky like us, and so they like to watch. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Who knows how much that will be cut or left in. The point is, I was wearing an onion on my belt because it's a style at times. Speaking of random quotes, I like how Skillsman and Impulse have decided that their name-its are now going to not be based on direct quotes, but rather changed words within quotes that we can't just Google it. Joke's on them, you can still Google most of the words if you know what's changed. But usually, quite frankly, if you guess Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison, you're going to be right half the time for Skaz, and then, you know, throw in a Friends reference every 1 out of 6 or so. You'll guess most of them. That's about how it works. You quote all the same things all the time. Like, I quote Simpsons all the time. And sometimes Scrubs and sometimes other things. But you'll get a lot of Simpsons quotes from me. And also, quite frankly, Happy Gilmore. That's just the way it goes. So let's see. We're just past noon, it looks like. So when I'm not chatting here and paying more attention to what I'm doing, I swear this goes a lot slower. This is super fun. So what I try to do is I try to keep an eye on my map. And it looks like there's still dark blue over there, so there's no point in checking it right now. I don't even know if I'll manage to get an ice harvest out of this or not, because I just want to do a quick play through. I was thinking about doing, you know, record another couple hours, chopping it up and doing a time lapse where I walk around and talk again. But here in the Midwest, weather's been random and fun, and it's either been cold and rainy or it's been hot. And by hot, I mean anything over 70. I start to like panic about going outside. I spent many years in the South, and I no longer want that kind of heat. So I try to stay in the nice air conditioning buildings as much as I can. I'm a big wimp. I'm okay with that. Anyway, my point is that who knows what the weather's going to be like, so if I'm going to kind of get out there and record again, I need to be lucky. And quite frankly, I'm still recovering from the long weekend of carrying on and playing a bunch of games, and then I'm an old man and I've got moles, so I just had a bunch of moles removed today, and so it's like a bunch of puncture wounds. It's real fun. kids, make sure you always stay to your doctor. If melanoma's no joke. I'm not saying I have it, but you know that's what they're checking for. You know, you get a little bit of sun damage, you start going weird moles, they start worrying you're gonna die. Your family wants you around. Most of your family. I mean, that one person, you know, is a little iffy, but you don't listen to them. They know what they're talking about. You're a great person. We all love you. Anyway, I got stuck again. Okay, here we go. Do get some more dirt. It's whoa, a lot of stone, not a lot of dirt. And so also, while I've been taking these breaks, I've been filling in some of these gaps too. That's my coal. Let's throw that there. I don't know what I did that for. Throw the egg here. Oh, hey, chicken. Doesn't always happen. So anyway, also what I've been doing while, you know, taking breaks off the mountain when it gets dark, and mobs are going to get me. You know, I don't like mobs to get me. So I come down here. Oh, wow. So I come down here and keep my flattening going. I keep going back and forth like, am I going to have enough sand or dirt to fill it out? Am I going to have too much? Will this ever be done? I keep thinking back to my Vita world, like how long did it take me even to fill in everything with just whatever random blocks I had? Because it felt like it was only like a year or so, and we're creeping up on a year now, and I'm nowhere near that point. But of course, you know, the big difference is I wasn't building farms there, and I wasn't using efficient pickaxes. I would just build a bunch. What is going on? Oh, the last block I left. I was just using stone pickaxes, and I would get like an entire inventory of stone pickaxes and stone shovels. Work down how many ever part of the mountain I could, or if I was caving doing that. And sneak. I don't want to lose that one. And just go slow. So I'm going a lot faster here with the teardown, which means I'm building up a lot more. Plus I got the farms going on. So I can do things like I have mending pickaxe that I can, and shovel that I can renew here and there. Alright, cats. The cats are playing, i.e. fighting, on the couch. So I'm sure you can hear the little jingles. Because they wanted to make it sound like Christmas. Aww. It's not Christmas, guys. It's end of May. Yeesh. Figured it out. So I'll go ahead and check the ice farm and see where we got in, like, what, the 20 minutes or so. And then they go again. Cat attack. And then, yeah, we'll jump in the boat and show you how fast it can go. Sometimes I get stuck and then it doesn't go fast at all. But I think once all of the blue ice is in place, it'll be a lot better. And it'll be super fast way to get here and there. So yeah, this is, I don't know, probably over half. I guess a lot of it was already there. So yeah, I'm going to stick with my estimate of 3 hours. Now as far as the clock tower look, what I probably should do is back those windows with something so you can't see the sky through, but whatever, I kind of like it. For these parts down here, I just use some coal blocks to block off what was going on. Not exact. It's mostly to scale. I had to mess around with it a little bit to get everything to work right. But it's I think it's a nice build. I was really proud of it. So far, it's mob like spawn proof. I think it is. I had some problems up in the top and up in the. I had some problems up in the top. All right, now the cat's going off. Quiet, you. That would be Cheese. Cheese howling to the nothing because he's a cat and he's obnoxious. The other one is Cookie. She's a cat and she's also obnoxious. Welcome to the wonderful world of cats. Domestic, what is the? I don't remember the Latin term. Leo domesticus or something crazy like that. What are you gonna kill? What are you gonna kill? So sheep and rabbits keep spawning around. See the remnants. And boy, wolves like themselves some sheep and rabbits. So they go around and kill them all. Looks like there's one. No, that's a wolf up there. I thought it was a sheep. Because sheep's been cut up here, so now there's wolves up here. And every so often they'll block my path up here, and it's a pain in the butt. Once a chicken knocked me down. That was embarrassing. It's a chicken. Chicken knocked me down. Can you imagine being knocked down by a chicken? Actually, in real life, chickens are kind of scary. Like, you know, sure, we eat them and stuff, but they're out in a barnyard or something, and they're just kind of coming at you. You're not used to chickens. You're going to run. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I've run. I mean, I know that you can just catch them and then, eat them. But as a kid, especially, you might want to run. There's nothing wrong with that. And once was on vacation at the Wisconsin Dells, and we're at this, I don't even know where we were, Noah's Ark, I think. I don't even know if it's still around, quite frankly. It's been a few years. And a goose essentially cornered me on this, like, small peninsula. It wouldn't let me, was it a goose? Was it a swan? It was a swan. Those things can be nasty. Like, mean. And it took me a while to I think I had to use my family as bait to get to lure the swan away so I can run away. But a chicken? Nah, I'm not gonna run from a chicken. Swan or a goose? Heck yeah, I'm running. Anyway, once again, the point is, the chicken knocked me off this mountain. Well, not off the droppy part of the mountain, just one of the steps. You know how the title of this series is called Monotonous Minecraft? You know how just doing this over and over again gets kind of samey? There's your definition, kids. This is what monotony is. This is monotonous. Monotony is the noun, monotonous is the adjective, and no, I shouldn't have paused for either one of those words. Noun, person, place, or thing. Monotony is a thing. It's an idea. It's not a corporeal thing that you can grab, but it's a thought, a notion, something. It's an entity that doesn't really exist, but it still exists in our minds, which means it's real because that's just kind of how our brains work. Why am I giving a grammar lesson? Because I ran out of things to talk about, and I really should remember to grab like a drink when I'm doing these mining, talking, whatever. Yeah, that's a good question. What am I call this? Probably have some sort of clickbaity thing. It's watch the clock tower from dang it. See the clock tower from Back to the Future. Oh no, you won't see it being built. It's just there. See? Speaking of which, I got a lot of footage I've shot that I need to edit into a new series. When you take essentially a 4-day weekend to go play games with friends, you kind of lose out on some things. You get a little behind. Haven't been able to keep up with the blog post, so that's good. I'll go ahead and throw a link in there again. I hope I'll throw a link in there again. Last time, I'm pretty sure I mentioned some links or some people, and I didn't put any links in, so, whoops. Oh, saw that? That chicken was looking the other way? Okay, good. That'd be embarrassing. Don't want a chicken laughing at me again. Anyway, so the gaming blog that my friends and I write for, endgamebonus.com, go out there. Right now, we're doing fairly okay with 3 articles a week. One is all about the Switch games coming out. One is we've got a Kickstarter highlight going that's been added back to the channel. And then I'm just doing random news and reviews. Haven't done a review in a while, so random news. So yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, check it out. They're short reads, just a couple minutes. Give you some info on the indie game scene, except for maybe me, because I don't always pay attention to what studios I'm writing about. I haven't caught up with one of the big ones yet, so that's good. The good thing about our press sources is that a lot of times they're only indie because they're trying to get the word out. As I wrap this up, I'd like to talk a little bit about the issues that Mumbo Jumbo and some others have been having in the last few months with copyright strikes, and not strikes really, but claims. You know, I've had a couple of claims, and they were totally valid, no big deal. They're not on my Monotonous Minecraft videos. They're just on other things I post to my channel, which, you know, I know it doesn't really count against me. I'd validate if, for whatever reason, my channel gets monetized. You know, the proper copyright holders are more than welcome to whatever funds come out of it. Can I spleef a wolf? Will get mad at me if I do? And Mumbo seems to got caught out. Whoa, stop trying to run right. What the? God, wolves are annoying. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Mumbo just seemed to get caught out. If you haven't caught up with it, Warner something music UK, Warner Chapel, like put claims on a bunch of his videos, like a third of them. And it turns out that while he had the license for the song he used in it, he didn't have the license for the song that song sampled. So it's back to the 90s. For anyone alive, you know what I'm talking about. For anyone who wasn't alive yet, 90s is when a lot of sampling kind of like hit mainstream, did hip-hop, and there's a lot of lawsuits, some of which were ridiculous, like the one where what's his butt from Creedence Clearwater Revival got sued for copyright infringement on a song that he wrote because he no longer held the rights to the song and the publishing company was trying to sue him. So in court he had to play the two different songs to show that no, in fact, while they sound similar, they are different. And all sorts of crazy things like that. There were some like legit ones, like, you know, Vanilla Ice copying the sound from Under Pressure, MC Hammer with Super Freak. The point is that the recent spate we've seen seems to be more about companies just like glomming on to other people's work than trying to actually protect the artist. Now, as you can tell if you've watched any of my videos, we've got low quality music, and that's because I make everything myself. And why? Because I am paranoid about that kind of... Oh, it's not yet. Well, I'll dump off some junk. How about that? Huh? About that game? Did you ever think about that game? Yeah, so I've always been paranoid about that kind of thing, so I just do my own stuff. Sometimes it's good, sometimes... Well, okay. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's less bad. There we go. But I know that it's mine, so I don't have to like worry about licensing and everything. And I've been trying to mix it up, and as I have time, I create some more and change things around just to have what I have. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump on my donkey, and I'm going to go back to the main base because... Oh, wait, we're going to do that. Yeah, let's do the boat instead. Whee! Leap to death. Because I need to, quite frankly, do the title page. I might as well do it. Well, I'm waiting. Okay, wait, and go. See what I'm talking about? Sometimes it just gets stuck. Now, where am I going? That's what I'm facing. Okay. Turn. No, not that far. And go. Sometimes I'm okay. I kind of get stuck on the wall and I just move, like stuck on the wall, but I kind of place myself on the wall and go forward, and there we go. Where am I? Oh, top. Oh, I should have been able to get further than that. I gave up too soon. And go. There we go. Oops, almost died again. I gotta stop doing that in these tunnels. So yeah, I mean, we don't have much further to go. If you kind of time it right, you can actually jump on these when there's the salient sections here. It's hard to do. There we go. What the heck was I talking about? Bad music, title screens. Anyway, whatever. Obviously, I'm babbling at this point. Oh, and here we go at the end. Not bad at all. Boo! Whoop. So as I sit upon my throne, I say to thee, I never watched Game of Thrones, but for people who did, I hope you enjoyed the ending. I know some of you did, but that's okay. Shows don't always end the way we want them to. Like this episode. Do I want to end sitting on the throne? Double entendre. Yes, I do, because that's why I'm sitting here. This is a big mess of a video. Watch the other ones. They're much better. Don't worry about it. As always, like, comment, subscribe.